It was an ordinary evening in a small Indian village until the tranquil silence was shattered by a blood-curdling scream. The village, usually a beacon of peace and simplicity, was suddenly plunged into a state of terror. The echoes of the scream reverberated through the narrow lanes, causing a ripple of panic and confusion. Every corner of the village, from the humble thatched huts to the towering banyan tree, felt the tremors of this unexpected terror. The usual sounds of chirping crickets and rustling leaves were replaced by hushed whispers and hurried footsteps. The villagers, men, women, and children alike, began to gather in the village square, their faces masked with fear and uncertainty. Questions flew through the air. Who could have screamed? Why? But answers were as elusive as the receding daylight. As the villagers huddled together in fear, they soon realized that this was just the beginning of a long, chilling night. In the heart of the village stood an ancient, abandoned mansion, whispered to be haunted. This was no ordinary mansion. It was a relic of a bygone era, a testament to time and history, and a beacon of chilling tales and legends. The mansion, with its looming shadows and eerie silence, held a grip on the villagers' hearts. Its presence a constant reminder of the mysteries it held within its cold stone walls. This mansion had a history, a past that was as old as the village itself. It was said that it was built by a wealthy zamindar, known for his tyranny and cruelty. Legends say his ruthless actions angered the spirits, and they cursed the mansion, turning it into a vessel of their wrath. The villagers' fear grew like a wildfire as they believed the recent scream came from the mansion. A chill ran down their spines as they thought of the possibilities. Had the spirits been disturbed? Was the mansion's curse awakening? Amid the hushed whispers and fearful glances, the village elder began to narrate an old tale about the mansion. His voice, low and trembling, filled the air with an ominous sense of foreboding. Each word he uttered, each tale he spun added to the chilling atmosphere, making the mansion appear even more menacing. The elder's tale ended, leaving the villagers in a state of dread, wondering if the ancient legend was coming to life. The tale, passed down through generations, spoke of a vengeful spirit trapped within the mansion. This wasn't just any ghost story. This was a legend etched in the hearts of the villagers, a tale that had been told and retold for centuries. In the heart of the village, within the cold stone walls of the mansion, a spirit was said to reside. A spirit not at peace, a spirit cursed to remain confined within the mansion's premises for eternity. This was no ordinary spirit. It was vengeful, filled with rage and resentment. It was said that on certain nights, the spirit would awaken from its eternal slumber, and the mansion, once a symbol of grandeur, would transform into a living nightmare. The villagers would whisper among themselves, their voices barely above a hush, their eyes wide with fear. The elders would exchange knowing glances, their faces etched with worry. The night was upon them, and they feared that tonight might be one of those nights when the spirit would awaken, seeking its long-awaited revenge. The air was filled with a sense of dread, the tension palpable. The entire village held its breath, waiting, anticipating the horror that might unfold. As the tale ended, the villagers were left in suspense, fearing that the vengeful spirit had awakened. The legend had unfolded, and now all they could do was wait, their hearts pounding in their chests, their minds filled with fear and uncertainty. As the night deepened, strange occurrences began to unfold. The once tranquil night was now filled with an uncanny sense of dread. Lights flickered as if dancing to a macabre tune. Objects seemed to have taken a life of their own, moving in inexplicable patterns. But it was the chilling whispers that echoed through the village that truly struck fear into the hearts of the villagers. Whispers that seemed to tell tales of a long-forgotten past, whispers that seemed to be coming from nowhere and everywhere at once. The villagers, their faces etched with fear, huddled in their homes. They believed the ancient legend was coming to life. The vengeful spirit had indeed awakened. The terror was palpable, the fear tangible. The night of terror had descended upon them, turning their peaceful existence into a living nightmare. As dawn approached, the fear-stricken villagers prayed for the night to end, hoping that the terror would cease with the rising sun.